So I recorded a video about me selling stock footage, how much I earned and what clips sold the most, but I managed to delete the video file. I still have the screen recording, I still have the audio recording, and if you're just seeing the screen recording, then of course I can just use the audio file that I have, and you just won't have a face cam today, which is not that bad, I'm not that pretty. But for the parts where I'm talking to the camera and you can't see anything on the screen recording, I don't want to leave you without any image, so I'm just gonna play the final video and I'm just gonna react to the parts where it won't be synchronized, but you will have an image of me reacting to my voice recording, I guess. So yeah, let's go. So today is the day, April 14th of 2021. Today I've been selling stock footage for exactly 1 year. Like on the 14th of April in 2020, I uploaded my first stock footage clip to BlackBox, which is actually the site that I'm using to upload my stock footage. BlackBox is great, you can upload it just one time on BlackBox and it will distribute your clip to many different stock footage sites, like for example Adobe Stock, Shutterstock, Pond5 and all the big ones basically. So yeah, link to BlackBox down below. I'm not sponsored by them, but I would heavily recommend them because they have a great service. They don't charge that much. It's free, you don't have to pay anything up front, but they will take a small percentage if you sell some of your stock footage, which is a good concept, I think. Okay, so in this video I'm going to go over what I earned in total over this period of time, like over 1 year, what stock footage clips sold the most or sold in general, which didn't sell maybe quite as well as I thought, and yeah, I'm just going to show you my stats on BlackBox. So let's jump right in. First thing that probably would be interesting to know is how many clips I have uploaded on BlackBox. I have 341 submitted clips on stock footage. A submitted clip is, of course, as the name says, one clip, no cuts in it, just one single clip that you can sell. So let's hop to the dashboard and look at what I earned over 1 year of selling stock footage. I earned $211.99. Pretty good amount for the stock footage I uploaded, for the clips I uploaded. I think could have been more, but maybe it will be more. Of course it will be more if I upload more. It's very time consuming to upload a single clip on BlackBox because you have to first, of course, look up the clip or shoot it, but most of us should have plenty of hard drive space full of material that you can already upload to BlackBox. Just take into consideration that if you upload people, you have to get a model release, and sometimes you even have to get a property release if it's not in public or your own space. Where was I? Yeah, it's a very time-consuming process to upload something to BlackBox. You have to search it, look it up, shoot it, get the releases, then you have to get it into your editing software, cut it down to the part you want to upload, turn off the sound, export it, upload it, curate it, and then finally release it. So if you're not doing a whole batch of content, like for example 10 similar clips, not the same ones, but similar clips, where you can use the tags and categories for more than for one single clip, it's about, I would say, entire process, without the shooting of course, half an hour to 1 hour for one single clip. So I don't even want to calculate how much time I spent on these 341 clips. Anyways, what you will find yourself if you upload stock footage yourself, whenever you sell something on BlackBox or on any other stock footage service site, I guess, you get an absolute boost and you're motivated to upload more stock footage because, of course, you got money for passive income. You didn't have to work for it. At the time, you of course put the work in up front, but then you can just sell it over and over again, which some clips sold more than one time actually. And yeah, you're very motivated to sell even more, but then over the time, if you upload more clips and it takes so much time, it kind of gets slow again and you're not motivated to upload more. But then you sell something again and then you want to upload more again. So it's a roller coaster going up and down. Anyways, let's look at the more in-depth stats on what clips sold the most. First up, we don't want to look at the past 90 days, but on the whole year of 2020. As you remember, I uploaded the first stock footage clip on the 14th of April in 2020. And then you can see it took 4 months until I sold my first stock footage clip. So as you can imagine, I was motivated because I saw videos from other people that you can make money with selling stock footage, but I uploaded around 100 clips and then I didn't sell anything. So as you can imagine, the motivation sunk down quite a bit. I uploaded here and there in between when I just basically had some time to curate or cut, export and upload some clips, but I didn't sell anything for 4 to 5 months, which is it's not that motivating. But as you can imagine, when I sold my first clip in August and this is actually just from one clip. I earned $55 with one clip. My motivation got up by quite a bit, so I uploaded even more. And then you can see August I sold something, September and October, and at this point I thought I was really onto something here, because this was quite a recurring income here. As you can see, I earned something each month, like sometimes $55, sometimes just about 25, but there was something coming in every single month without me doing anything. At the moment I earned it. Of course, again, you have to put in the work up front, but then if you're earning something, you basically didn't do anything for a week, and then you suddenly get an email or log into BlackBox and you see you have earned something, which is a pretty great feeling, I can tell you that. Then in November I didn't sell anything, and over the course of December also nothing, but then at the end of December I sold something. We will see that in more detail in a few seconds, and I earned $50 again. Then we look at 2021. It started pretty slowly. I don't know why no one bought something in the beginning of 2021. As you can see, in January I earned nothing, in February just $5.78, in March it got up again to $23, and this month in April I made $17 so far, but of course we have still some time to go, so buy stock footage from me. Now we're gonna look at the earnings. You can see that by my earnings, then you have to go to the total earnings report, and then I'm just gonna select the entire time span of that 1 year that I sold stock footage, just all the way back until April of 2021. Here you can see every single clip that I sold. Now that I think about it, I just sold 10 clips in total, and with these 10 clips I made $211, which is pretty great, I think. So first I'm gonna blur out the clips above, I think, to tell you something about every clip that I sold. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So these are not the exact same dates as you just saw from the earnings report, because I think that is when it was paid. So it gets paid about a month after you see it on BlackBox, I guess, and they sent you the money over PayPal. So that's why it's not August but September when the first clip was sold. So the first clip that I sold was this clip of my DJI Spark flying in the air. This was shot on my A7S II back in 2018, so 3 years ago. Here you can see you can really dig through your hard drives and take out the old clips that you think people would want to buy. This was actually from my DJI Spark unboxing video, again back in 2018. You can watch it right up here, but it's in German because I did German videos back then. It's just a 120 FPS slow motion clip that I shot from my flying DJI Spark. Then the second clip that was sold, and again you have to remember I had over 100 clips uploaded back then, but the second clip ever bought from me on BlackBox on a stock footage site is the drone flying close-up DJI Spark. Again, I don't know if all the other clips were this crappy. They weren't, because they got bought later, as you will see. But not just the first, but also the second clip that I ever sold on BlackBox or on a stock footage site was again my DJI Spark. The weird thing is, the first time I sold it, I got $24.69, and the second time I sold it, I got $23.71, so less. I don't know why this is. You can of course buy stock footage in different resolutions, like for example if you buy something in 4K, you get way more than if you buy something just in Full HD. Like for example on Adobe Stock I think it's $69 for something in Full HD, and then $169 if something is in 4K. But the price varies, and on Pond 5 I think it's not just always the resolution that makes the price, sometimes of course, and you have these basic differences between Full HD and 4K, but it's also about what's in the shot, like for example if it's slow motion or if the subject that is filmed is very hard to film. Like for example a few years back I saw something on the Pond 5 homepage, which was an amazing clip of an eagle up on a mountain, and he had a nest with eggs in it, I think, and the camera was right up on it, and then it was shot I guess on a helicopter. The helicopter flew around it, so you had a parallax motion, and it also zoomed out, and it was in 4K, and it was in super slow motion, and I think it cost like $5,000 if I'm not wrong, but it was a pretty cool clip. But it's also pretty expensive. Then the third clip I sold, also a 4K slow motion drone shot of the Alpsee in Germany, in Bavaria in Germany. I was there on a vacation with my girlfriend in 2020, in around June or July, and I made this clip and it sold for $11.82. I gotta cut my travel video from the Alpsee. I gotta do that. Put it on my to-do list. The fourth clip I sold was also pretty cool because I shot it at a wedding that I shot also with my girlfriend, and it is this 44-second long clip of a chimney fireplace. This was actually shot handheld, so I just had my camera, I saw this fire, there was fire all around the wedding place, and I thought fire would be good for stock footage. So when we had a 15-minute break when everyone ate, and we of course didn't film them because they ate, I went around and shot every single fireplace because I had in mind that it would be pretty good stock footage. Of course it shouldn't be shaky if you want to sell it as stock footage, and I had the tripod in the car, but I didn't want to go outside to get it, so I just took my camera, put it on my knee, and I held it very steadily and just filmed the fire for about a minute, because a minute is the maximum that you can upload on a stock footage site, like at least on BlackBox. And there we go, it got sold for $12.62. The next clip that I sold was actually the first clip that I uploaded on BlackBox. My first ever stock footage clip, because back then I was pretty scared that they won't take my clip because they have so many requirements which you need to fill out and check every single box. You can't have any grain, it has to be steady, it has to be in a good resolution, it has to be well lit, you can't overexpose it, you have to get a model release for this clip. Anyways, I struggled for about a week until I had the guts to upload my first stock footage clip, and this was my first stock footage clip because I think it's just a very good, awesome clip. Nothing's wrong with it. It's actually just 7 seconds, a clip of my brother Scam One. It's actually from a music video we shot back in 2017 in Frankfurt, Germany. It's just this clip, it's just 7 seconds. Of course I got his permission to use it. I needed to because I needed the model release. And it's just this clip of him looking down the street. It also ended up in the music video, which you can watch right up here. It's called Breakout, back from 2017. At least we shot it in 2017, but I think it got released in 2018. Anyways, I sold this clip for 36 euros and 74 cents, which is pretty great. Now the next clip that I sold is a bit controversial, I have to admit. When you sell stock footage, you always have to keep in mind what's relevant. What do people want to buy? So, of course, the topic in 2020 was Corona, COVID, and the whole lockdown thing. So I thought I might take advantage of that, and I created the basic 3D title in Final Cut without any editing. I just wrote COVID-19 second wave, because here in Germany and all around the world, I guess, the second wave was coming. So I made a few variations of COVID-19 second wave, COVID-19 second wave, all uppercase, all lowercase, just a few variations. I thought maybe some people can't do 3D text. I can as well. I just did the basic template and wrote it and rendered it out, curated and uploaded it. And suddenly, on the 29th of December in 2020, someone bought this really boring clip of COVID-19 and then we can see second wave. And that's it. Just 7 seconds. Like, if you have Final Cut, you could do it yourself, but apparently someone couldn't do it himself, so he bought it. Maybe he used Premiere Pro. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I just sold this basic clip, which took like 20 seconds to produce, and sold it for $1.28. It's not that much, but we can see later on I sold something like that as well for even more. Next thing I sold was stars. This is also just the basic star animation that you can create in Final Cut. Don't know if that's quite legal, but I think it should be. Of course, I created it in Final Cut, so I just used the resources I have in my editing software, which I paid for. It's just a 20-second clip of stars moving, and I sold it for $5.78. The next clip is a drone shot of the skyline of Berlin. It's a pretty cool shot. I also have it in my show reel as the first clip. You basically start on these trees, go up, and then you reveal the skyline of Berlin. Pretty cool shot, I think. I also like the grading quite a bit. I also shot it actually during a wedding, not on the wedding day, but we were in Berlin for a wedding, and then we had a few spare days, and I just shot this clip because we were there and why not do it. It also ended up pretty cool, and I got $20.57 for it. It's also 4K in slow motion with my DJI Mavic Air 2. One more clip, also a drone shot of me and my girlfriend from the Eibsee vacation I told you about. It's just us in a rowboat paddling over the sea and a top-down bird's eye view drone shot of us leaving the frame. Just a 31-second clip of us paddling out of the frame. Pretty cool shot, but we just got $2.90 from it, so I really don't know what it is that changes the prices so much. I really don't get it, because some shots are just so simple and you get a lot for it, and some shots are quite difficult to produce, like for example this one. I almost crashed my drone while landing it back on the rowboat. You can see that right up here, and then you just get $2.90 for it. And the last clip I sold this year was on 1st of April in 2021. Seems like a joke. Like, for real, because it was, again, a 3D title which said lockdown, just 6 seconds, coming in, lockdown, and then leaving the frame, like it's straight out of an action film. And I got fasten your seatbelts, $17.13 for like 2 seconds of work, like for real. Just had to type it in, rendered it out, curated it and uploaded it, and I got $17 for this. Which is pretty great, I think. Pretty good money for the time. What's pretty strange to me is I sold the COVID-19 3D titles, which was relevant at the time, which is still relevant because I sold it not even 2 weeks ago. But then I did even more COVID-19 specific content, which was way better than the 3D title, I guess. Which was one time my girlfriend and one time me. We just switched up to have a man and a woman that gets vaccinated. Like I just had some syringes lying around from a music video that I shot actually, which will come soon, so stay tuned for that. And we just shot this clip of us pretending to vaccinate our arms. Because if people buy COVID-19 3D titles, I thought maybe they will buy vaccination shots, but they didn't. Until now. Maybe it will be sold in the future. I'm not quite sure about that. But yeah, that's it. I earned a total of $211.99 over my time of selling stock footage for 1 year. I really hope you enjoyed these insights. Maybe you're hyped to sell some stock footage of your own right now. I can recommend it. It's pretty fun digging through your old hard drives. You can't see them, but they're down there, which you would know if you watched my editing setup video right here. And yeah, you find just some clips that maybe some people want to buy to spice up their videos. You can watch more videos right here, and you can subscribe right here, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Goodbye. I wanted to say something cool with stock footage, but I'm just gonna end it. Goodbye. I thought of something. Have you ever sold stock footage? Feel free to tell me down below in the comments. Goodbye.